subscribers. Today is a super special day. It's Mother's Day. It's probably one of my happiest Mother's Days. Um, Not only did I become a mom again to my fourth child, which I am super thankful for, um, it's a special Mother's Day because I get to see my mom. And I know that's kind of weird because my mom and I are, we've always been super close. We've always been together all the time. I mean, like almost every single day. But it's special because she's moved away. She's been away for about 2 months, and I don't get to see her as often as I used to. And kind of realize how much you really love a person when they're not with you on a regular basis. But I'm super excited because I get to see my mom on Mother's Day. It couldn't be any more special than that. Um, but I wanted to take some time to discuss Mother's Day, to have a little conversation about Mother's Day and some of my experiences as a person with PCOS and as a woman, because I know that there are many women that have experienced similar things that I have. Um, well, first, I wanted to go back many years ago when I was younger, in my mid to late 20s, and those times when Mother's Day when you, used to come around, and those were difficult times for me because it was always my desire to become a mom from very very young. It was my desire to be a mom, but having PCOS made it super difficult for me. It made it challenging for me. It made it stressful for me, um, and I used to go through a lot of depression because of it. I used to um, hold things in a lot. I didn't really discuss it. My family really didn't know what I was going through inside when it came to not becoming a mom when I thought I should have been a mom. Um, but I thank God for the support that I did have, the support from my husband, who back then was my boyfriend and then my fiance. But that support was tremendous. I mean, every single Mother's Day that passed by, my husband would bring home flowers, cards, teddy bears. Happy Mother's Day. Although I wasn't physically a mom at that time, but he understood, and he also knew that I was always there for other people's children. And so he always said, whether you have your natural child now or not, you're a mom. And that was also something that my mother, she always gave me that special attention I felt around that time because I believe she understood in some way, although I didn't verbalize because I wasn't very good at verbalizing what I was going through inside. I think she kind of knew as a mom that, it would really hit me hard and, around that time of year, and that, she would give me that special attention. Um, it was difficult for me. It took me many years to let that go. I'm not quite sure what process led me to letting it go, because I really held on to that pain for a long time. I ended up becoming pregnant when I was about, I would say, 27, 28. And I was pregnant with twins, and it was like super exciting to me, and I ended up miscarrying. But I don't want to make this, because it is Mother's Day, it is a super happy time for me. I don't want this to make this about just pure sadness. That's not what this is about. This is about the joy of being a mother. Um, even when, even before you become a mother. But all of those times that I went through that process of depression and not understanding why, it took me so long to become a mom, it helped to build me, to structure me, to prepare me for everything that I go through and I experience today. Today, I am a mom. I'm a mom to 4 beautiful children. And it's a huge blessing. The day that my boys were born, my twins, it was the most joyous time of my life. I mean, it was a time that I wasn't sure anymore that would ever come. And, I miscarried twins, and here God blessed me with twin boys. I mean, what better gift can you ever ask for? So that had helped to restructure me. It helped to change my mind frame. And, it just helped to make me a woman. At that point, I was a manager. I had a lot of power on my job. And, you think you're, a strong person. But really, that really made me strong to become a mother to my twin boys. That made me who I am today. And I thank God for that experience. Mother's Day means so much to me. When my daughter came, it was an amazing time because I always wanted a daughter. I didn't know what I was asking for because my daughter's super sassy, but she is the smartest little thing ever, and I thank God for her. But that was a super special time as well. And most recently, my 3-month-old. Now, he was a super surprise, a miracle. All of my children, in one aspect or another, I will go through that at some other time, are miracles. And they're super blessed to be here because each one of them they have their own story. But my littlest one, he was a super miracle. He was a surprise. I mean, I didn't expect him. Here I am, 38 years old. I was going through some medical issues at that time and not thinking about getting pregnant, not, desiring to have a child because there was just so much going on. But here God was again. He stepped in and he blessed me and made me a mother again. And here I am 4 months later, able to say that, okay, I'm a mom of 4 children. This is like the most amazing Mother's Day of my life. Like, what more can anyone ask for? You look at each one of your children, you see so many different qualities in each one of them, the beauty, the sassiness, the strong will, and you just see all of little bits of you and your spouse and your child, and it's just so precious. It's so precious. But I'm saying all of this because, when you're going through situations in your life and sometimes you're not at that place where you're ready to share with people that pain or that turmoil that's burning up inside of you. Sometimes you just have to take a step and maybe reach out because there's so many women that go through similar situations, whether it be PCOS or something else. A lot of us deal with a lot of the same situations, but when being private like I was, I would hold that in, not knowing that there were so many other people within my own circle and within my family that were dealing with the same situation, and we could have helped each other through the process. So I'm saying to women, it's okay to have someone that you're comfortable with and have a conversation with them about what you're going through. No, you may not want to say it to, people that, may be a little more judgmental, but who will be there for you. Who would support you. Sorry, my little munchkin just woke up, so I had to go get him. But what I was saying is that we have to not be afraid to reach out to people because there's so many people going through the same thing. And as women, we really need to learn to support one another and not be as judgmental as we can be. I think it's important for us, to get that help, that mental help, because that's what a lot of it has to do with, the mental help that we need. Also, I wanted to mention, I'm sorry, I was thrown off by having to run in and get this little guy here, but I had took some notes down, so I just wanted to see where I was. Oh yeah, I wanted to say that that desire that we have in us as women, that desire to want to be a mother, it was placed there for a reason. So don't give up on wanting to be a mom. You will become a mom in the right time. I learned that, you know, we may want things when we want it, but really God knows when the time is right for us to become moms. I mean, when I really wanted to become a mom, it would have been near to impossible for me to become a mom at that time because my job was so demanding. It was super demanding. I mean, I was on call 7 days a week. And even when I was home, I mean, I was working. So it was really tough and a really challenging time. So there was no way I could have fit children into my lifestyle back then. Um, so just hold on to that desire and know that you will um, be a mom. And, you know, God wants us to be able to bear and raise his children. And, you know, he'll make it happen. Um, I waited, it felt like a lifetime. And, you know, it came through. I mean, as I mentioned, all of my children have their own story, and I will share that story at some point, one at a time, because there's a lot with each child. But um, continue to embrace that love you have in you and to share that love. There's so many children out here that need that love, and I did that all through my life. I've always shared that love with other children, even now that I have my own children. I still do the same thing because it's important for these kids in this world. There's just not enough love going around. Right, boo boo? There's not enough love going around. So, share that love. You may have a family member or a friend that, spends a lot of time at work and doesn't have, much time with their child. You could be that person to step in while you're going out and say, hey, would you like me to take them to the park, or would you like them just to take them with me to, run errands or whatever the case is? Just take that step. But, embrace your womanhood. Embrace the thought of becoming a mother, because it is a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful feeling. Yes, it is stressful, but it is so worth it. It is super worth it. To be able to love these little guys and for them to love you back, and them have that unconditional love, like you're the you're the most perfect person in the world to them, and that's special. It's super special. I mean, from what I'm hearing, until they become teenagers. But embrace it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I never thought this time would come, as I mentioned before, but it's here, and I'm embracing it. I embraced it before it actually happened, and I thank God for it. And I want all of you to remain encouraged. All of the moms who are already moms, happy Mother's Day. I mean, this is a very special time, and all of you do deserve to have this day, because everything that a mother has to do in a day is just amazing. Even on Mother's Day, you're still getting spit up on. You're still having to clean your little ones, or having to feed them, or bathe them, or change them. And, if you're lucky like I am to have a wonderful husband, we sharing on those responsibilities. But it still is a lot. We have 4 children, so it's a lot. But enjoy this day. Share it with your family, and just feel that love, embrace that love that you get, and share love. It's important for us to spread love, and to put that into children. Because there's so much anger and hate out here already. I mean, just spread as much love as you can, and I guess that's it. I don't know if I have any more to say right now, but I appreciate you watching, and we hope to see you soon again. And I will be uploading more videos. I know I've been putting up a lot of stuff about my children, but that's because I love them so much and I just wanted to share them with the world. But we will be putting up more family vlogs. I have a few videos that I'm working on now. But if you have any ideas for me, feel free to share. If you would like to know certain things, feel free to ask questions. I'll answer them as I can. And again, we thank you. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to our page so that you'll be updated whenever we upload any new videos. All right, take care. Happy Mother's Day. I wanted to make sure, because I know you're going to be watching, I wanted to make sure to wish my mom, the best mom in the world, a happy Mother's Day. I am so fortunate to have a mom like you, a mom that's always been so supportive through everything. And even when I'm going through my crazy times and I say some crazy things, you're still there to support me and to love me. And I mean, you've never turned your back on me, and I thank you for that. You are so special to me, and I miss you so much. It's crazy that we've been together like every day on this journey for so many years, and now I'm not able to have that, and I can really feel it now. I really can feel. I don't know how people move like to different countries, and they're so far away from their moms, but it's really tough on me. Just the thought of not being able to say, okay, I want to stop by mom's because I'm in the neighborhood, or ring her bell unexpectedly, or ask her to come over so we could go somewhere with the kids. It's different. Something I have to get used to for a little while, because that's going to change soon. But I love you, Mom. I thank you for everything. I thank you for being the world's greatest grandmother. I thank you for being the world's greatest mom. I couldn't imagine having anyone else as my mom. So love you, Mom, and happy Mother's Day.